So then after you figure out, okay, this is where I want to do them, this is where I'm going to do the open house, then you want to really think about marketing. Like I said, once you really consider, you know, the location and everything else that's going to be done for you, now it's your time to actually work. So you don't start the day of the open house. That's the worst time to start. You don't want to get to the office and be like, oh man, you know, it's my open house at 1 o'clock. I have to start it, so I'm gonna show up to the office at 12:40. I'm gonna print my flyers. I'm gonna run out, put signs, and I'm gonna get to my house right on time. That's the wrong way to do it, and that's just not taking advantage of an opportunity, right? So you want to start 3 days before. And I say this because there's a lot of planning to it, and that's why I think that an open house isn't just an open house, right? It's not. It's actually a marketing campaign for you. So start 3 days before. That's when you start planning it. That's when you start planning the location. That's when you start planning everything else that goes with it. You know, you want to do some flyers in that third day. My Connect, BHHH resource, Anna makes it very simple for you guys to do flyers. Especially, you know, she could show you how to do it. She's actually nice enough when she's not busy to do them for you. And then you do them, you know, do 50 plus, because the expectation should be that, you know, you might not get 50 people at your open house, but the pre-marketing to it, you should talk to at least 50 people, or at least visit 50 people. And we'll see how we get there with that, okay? We use digital, right? So we leverage our in-office marketing. What do I mean by that is that Anna, you know, on Wednesdays or Thursdays, she actually, or maybe it was Tuesday, she asked me, who's doing an open house this weekend? And I think she sent out a text. Because what she would do for us is put it on Facebook, put it on Instagram, you know, she makes sure that it's right on the MLS, she makes sure that it's right on the website, and then gets all that going for you. So that's super important to leverage Anna and let her know that, you know, this is what I'm doing, so she can market it for you guys. And then also, just for you guys that don't know, there is an option on Facebook to be able to promote it for like $4. And you can reach, $5, I think you can reach up to 800 people.
Yeah, I do that one too.
Yeah, it's so cheap, right? And then, let's say they don't show up to your open house, that's okay, because that means that 800 people have seen your face, knowing that you're with Berkshire Hathaway, knowing that you're working, right? You can't do that any cheaper. Okay? And then leverage our corporate office marketing, right? We have open house blitzes, they'll put it on the Craigslist, you know, if it's a nice enough listing, I believe they'll put it on our Facebook and market it for us. But again, that's all stuff that all you guys have to do is send an email, and then just get it done, let the work be done for you. Another thing that's very important is like, you have any potential buyers or sellers, call them and let them know that you're working. You know, you say, hey, you know, let's say I'm gonna do, let's say I'm doing Nancy's listing, right? And I have a buyer who's in the 300. I know that Nancy's in the 400. Easy script is, hey, you know, Mr. Buyer, I just wanted to give you an update. I haven't been able to find anything for you in that price range yet. You know, I am doing open house though this weekend. You might want to just drop by because maybe one of the neighbors wants to sell. Let me give you the address. Okay, here's the address. By the way, do you know anybody else that might be looking to buy in this price range? Yeah, great. No, okay. But at least again, you're making those contacts, asking for referrals, letting them know that you're working. And all the buyers that we have, that gives you a good excuse to contact them. And then you're not really bugging them. You're just giving them information, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Any questions about this?